Hello everyone, this is Super Comic Girl. I'm back with another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about diversity in comics and why diversity is a good thing, because comic books are like the outlet that can help children embrace people that are different from them and everything. So one of the things that I like about the comic books that are coming out today is there is a lot of diversity. You have disabled superheroes, you have LGBT superheroes, you've got all different types of superheroes, and the idea is that Spider-Man or this character can be you. And even Stan Lee said that he believes that superheroes should reflect the world we live in, which I do agree with. So, issue number 4, that's supposed to be coming out later on next month, has a character called Sun Spider. She's a disabled queer superhero who I think was probably bit by a radioactive spider, all that jazz. All the stuff you expect in a Spider-Man comic. But she shoots webs out of these things that, well, I will be absolutely honest, I don't want to disrespect people that use them, so I'm not going to mention what I think they are, because I'm probably wrong. And, you know, she's got her wheelchair on her back, and everything, and she's got a great body. I mean, there's not like an ounce of fat, unlike little old me. So people were complaining, and I mentioned this about comic creators. I think last week I did a video about comic creators and how they're the ones who should be complaining and not the people that read them. And, how they made sure that everyone knew that she was a member of the LGBTQAI community and everything. And I get this impression that people are so obsessed over how many gay and lesbian people are in comic books that if anyone wears the rainbow colors, they're automatically gay when they probably aren't. So I really wish people would stop being overly obsessive over gay people. Really? Do they hurt you in any way? I mean, you're clearly uncomfortable with them. Yeah, just stop using your YouTube format to show people how uncomfortable that you are with gay people, because if that is, that's my own personal opinion. So, as somebody who is part of a minority group, people may not notice this. People might want to know what is what you have around your neck. It's my necklace, and it's got this little thing. And trust me, I've already heard all the freaking jokes. Oh, you worship Marvel characters. No, I actually don't. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, at least it's better than saying that do you sacrifice people to Odin. I mean, that was done at one time, but we don't do that no more. We've progressed and we've gotten better. Yeah. But anyways, so diversity in comics, and this is the thing I really do not seem to understand this intense dislike for disabled superheroes. I don't. You guys go out and buy Daredevil comics and he's disabled. But I'm really, when I go and I buy a comic, I'm able to go into that world without any kind of issues, without any kind of anything, So, I understand on one part that that, you know, you worked in the comic book industry, you did inking and penciling and all that stuff for DC or Marvel. But as far as Marvel's concerned, they're making enough money in their movie sales and all this stuff to actually afford to ruffle feathers and have a disabled spider person known as Sun Spider. And it's one of those things. I mean, I love the idea of another disabled spider person. I know they did it with Peter Parker. One of the downsides of being a superhero is possibly being paralyzed. And you know, it's annoying. It really is. And you know, like I said, I think we should let the creators complain. I said this in that video. But diversity is good. I think that as we have more and more books banned, I think that comic books are going to become this outlet for people, for teenagers to read about characters with different gender identities, different sexual orientations, especially people with disabilities, because for a very long time American society has treated people with disabilities by shoving them into mental asylums and all this, and that is a very sad chapter in the history of America, is having these disabled people that have mental issues, being shoved in mental hospitals and things like that, because their families didn't want to take care of them anymore. So to have a disabled spider person, I think is great. I think that it's something that we need more of. We need to really show people that disabled people can still do the things that normal people can, and some of the times they can be heroes. They can be superheroes, and they can fight crime and help protect innocent people and all that type of stuff. You know, but and also diversity can be a powerful weapon against, bigotry and all these other types of problems. But it has to be done correctly. It has to absolutely be done correctly. As I said before, I'm a big fan of diversity, but I also am a big fan of it not being solely what the character is based on. It can't be all about their sexual orientation, the gender identity, or their disability. It is very much part of who they are, and I like it when that's explored. But I want a good, solid story where they're kicking ass and they're taking names and they're doing all this stuff that their straight counterparts are known for doing. And when we have a good solid, like Iron Cat is a prime example of a woman who's a member of the LGBT community, Felicia Hardy, who basically she is fighting her ex-girlfriend, and she is very much an ass kicker. I love that about the comic. They put a solid story around her and around Tony Stark, and I love her in her Iron Cat suit. This is why I'm continuously going to buy Iron Cat month after month after month until either it's no longer being published or whatever. It is a really good story, and it shows you you can have diversity and you can have a good, strong story, and you put them together and you got an awesome comic. And I love that. I love that. You know, Felicia Harding is one of my favorite Spider-Man characters. I would definitely consider to be an anti-hero. You know, and it's just absolutely great. I love it to death. I really, really love her as this woman who kicks ass and doesn't take, I would say kick ass and doesn't take names, but she sure takes plenty of them. And yeah, I mean, that's what made me buy the comic, was I wanted to see, you know, and then I found out that they had her in another limited series. I'm like, dang, I need to find that. And I'm going to read it and review it, even though it's a couple of years old. I'm just definitely going to review it. But anyways, diversity is good as long as there's a good solid story and a good solid character. I don't understand why people get upset and over stupid things like that she happens to be disabled, and I got a problem with that, or I got a, you know. And trust me, I have seen the videos of where they are attacking the character of Sun Spider. You can tell there's a lot of anti-disabled sentiments that go through and everything, and it's just absolute fucking nonsense. I have not read the comic, so I don't know how good or bad it is. And if it's a bad comic, I will say it's a bad comic. If it's a good comic or a great comic, I will say it's a good comic. I'll say it's a great comic. But I am not going to let people on YouTube dictate to me what I can. If you, like, for instance, I love the show She-Hulk. Does it mean that I hate men? No. You know, I just think that it is actually better than Miss Marvel. I heard that she was in that one show, Orpheus Black, or something like that, which people say she did really good in that one. Yeah. So, another thing that I want to say before I close out the video, I forgot to mention this in yesterday's video. I did go ahead and purchase Spawn, the original Spawn, 2, 3, and 4. And when I do my Spawn/Scorch month, I will be including the Spawn comics that I purchased this month in those reviews. And my goal, hopefully my goal, is to try to get all of the Spawn comics. I doubt I will be able to, because there's just I think there's over 900 Spawn comics. That's a lot of Spawn comics. But I'm also going to go over there to the comic book shop and see if they have issues 5 and 6, and definitely going to be buying those. So what I'm basically going to do is, with eBay, I'm going to use that to fill in the gaps in my collection. And hopefully within about 4 or 5 years, I will have all of the issues of Spawn. I am going to get the newest issue of Spawn when I go to the comic book shop on Saturday, and you know, that way at least I got a stop at like a ending to it, and then I can go and get the other ones as they come out. So yeah, I'm also going to purchase a couple issues of Batman. I'm not going to get Batman Beyond or Batman Beyond Universe. I'm just going to get Batman. I don't have anything against Batman Beyond. I just want to get Batman. Yeah, but I will probably sometime next month, I will go and buy a couple issues of Batman Beyond. So we'll just see what happens. But yeah. So I'm going to end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as enjoyed making it. And until next time, nerds, read on. Bye.